Okay. We are going to get started. I'll give him some few more minutes, and then we drive off. Okay. We are going to get started. I'll give him some few more minutes, and then we drive off. Okay. We are going to get started. I'll give him some few more minutes, and then we drive off. Okay. We are going to get started. I'll give him some few more minutes, and then we drive off. Okay. I'm sorry for the delay, but I had to a little bit participate to some of the earlier calls of the death of one of my close relative. So today we'll be looking at okay, there's a feedback. Okay. We are going to get started. I'll give him. All right. So today we are going to focus on something very important, and since we got started in the business, we tell you that the robot can trade for you and make money for you every single day. But at the end of the day, you find that some of you are not able to make consistent profits. And so today I thought right to come here and discuss this topic on how you can consistently make profits. And that's why I'm here today. I want everybody to focus on what I'm going to share because I need to be straight clear. When it comes to trading, it gets back to the personality I don't know if that makes sense. I usually say trading is how you feel when you are in profit, and also trading is how you feel when the market goes against you. So the amount of profit you are going to make from the business will still get back to you as a person. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. So the amount of profit you are going to make will still get back to you as a person, who you are. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. And how you feel when you are in profit, and how you feel when the market goes against you. All these are going to play a very important part on how your profit will look like at the end of the day. If you are following, give me a one in the chat. I want to make sure that you are following. If you are following, give me a one in the chat. If you are following, give me a one in the chat. I just want to make sure that you are following so that we can be able to speak the same language today. Sorry for that. Okay. If all goes as expected, I might disappear for some few days, but I'll continue doing the business. And so don't get worried. I'll be not so much online because I must participate in a burial ceremony, which I expect to happen a few days or a few hours from now. So if you don't see me online, don't say that I've disappeared. I'm going to the village, yes, to attend a burial ceremony of one of my close relatives who God has been able to call the last few hours. I usually tell friends that life is very short, and that's why I want you to be able to maximize your life to the fullest by maximizing opportunities that we have. So I'm going to share my screen and be able to drastically and purely take you through our program for today so that I bring a better understanding of the opportunity that we have. Good. So my screen is a little bit congested. All right. If you can see my whiteboard, give me a one in the chat. You can see my whiteboard, give me a one in the chat. If you can see my whiteboard, give me a one in the chat. Okay. Now, today, our class for today is a little bit specific, and the topic is how to make consistent profits. Using Royalq. That's the topic. How can you be able to make consistent profits using Royalq? Now, to use the Royalq robot, I just want to remind you that the Royalq robot can be used in two ways. One, the Royalq robot can be fully automated. The Royalq robot can be fully automated. What do I mean by fully automating the robot? What I mean by fully automating the robot, friends, is simple. You go and provide settings to all coins. to all coins in your robot. You provide settings to all coins in your robot. Let's start with how to automate the robot. How to automate the robot. How to automate the robot. The robot opens up opportunity for us, and it opens an opportunity for us to trade for us on our behalf in our Binance exchange, in our HTX exchange, in a Bybit, in Kraken, in KuCoin. Which other exchange do we have that I've not talked about? Let me see some answers in the chat. Which other exchange do we have that I've not talked about? Which other exchange? Indodax, OKX, MEXC. Okay, I hope I've talked about all this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 exchanges. So these are the 7 exchanges that our robot patterns with. So there are 8. So I've left Indodax. Okay, there are 8. We have 8 exchanges. Now remember, friends, since we have 8 exchanges, we have the power and the ability to connect the Royalq robot. We can connect the Royalq robot, which is here, to all these exchanges. To all these exchanges. We can connect the Royalq robot to all these exchanges. And the robot will trade in all these exchanges at the same time. And the process of connecting the Royalq robot to these exchanges is what we call API, which is application programming interface. Share the link, share the link, share the link. Let us share the link. We need all the Royalq users to be here. Because when they understand this, they are going to live a happy life. It's very bad for someone to have this robot, yet they are not living a happy life. Leaders, I've not seen you share the link on our Telegram channels. And basically, as a leader, your role is just to help people live their life up to the fullest. So I encourage leaders that on this call today, please, can we go? Can we go on our platforms? All our platforms, and invite our people to be here. Why? It is important for them to learn about this. Okay, now, when we do the API, this is Royalq. This is Royalq here. And these are the exchanges here. So the API does not allow the robot to withdraw, nor transfer money. I need to be clear on these things. The robot will only listen to the instructions we have provided here. Now, the reason why I'm here is to talk about which instructions do we provide so that the robot will be able to execute those instructions in our exchange. In our Binance, I will not go how we open up a Binance, how we open up an HTX, how we open up a Bybit. But one important thing is that your funds are secure. Your funds are safe and secure. But before I go about instructions, let me talk about how do you make your funds safe and secure? Because your funds to be safe and secure is your personal responsibility. Step one. Because security in cryptocurrency is the most important thing. So how do you make sure that your Binance is secure? Because I've lately heard that people lose money in their Binance. How do you make sure that your HTX is secure? How do you make sure that your Bybit is secure? How do you make sure that your AKX is secure? How do you make sure that your exchange, where your money is secure? Because one, you have trusted the exchange. But what part are you supposed to play as the user of the exchange to ensure safety of your money? Number one, I want to paint it very clear that sniffing attacks or attacks that attack our accounts, one, they are done by us. Number one, use an encrypted email address. I've said it over and over, and I want to repeat it. There are two encrypted email addresses, but this is the most common one. Go and open a Proton Mail email address and change your exchange email address to a Proton Mail. Why? Here there are no ads. That is one. Make sure that your exchange has a two-factor authentication. You can receive a message on your phone number, a message on your email. Number three, if possible, make sure your account has a Google Authenticator. You have protection number one, you have protection number two, you have protection number three. The last point, do not tap on links you don't understand. Some of you attack your accounts personally. How does someone tell you, tap on that link, send me the OTP that has come in your phone? And you send the OTP because someone comes to me and says, Julius, I've lost my money. I've lost my WhatsApp account. Then you ask him what happened. They told me to send the OTP that came to my phone. Don't tap on links. Don't send codes. Let someone not send you a link and you tap on it, then they tell you, forward to me that link, that code that has come to your number. They have hacked your phone. Then I also want to pass a warning, and this goes to all the crypto ambassador leaders, administrators on all our groups. If anybody forwards a link in our group, they are supposed to be banned. If anyone sends a link on our groups, they are supposed to be removed from our groups. Stop tapping on stupid links. Let me tell you your effect as I end this. Someone sends you a link. America is giving out $50. Send it to 100 people, and you win $500 immediately. So you stupidly start forwarding it to all your friends. Whoever taps in it, they get all the information they want. We need to put this to an end. That one, protecting your accounts, I'm done. Now, instructions. My main topic. Instructions. The instructions we give in the robot, they can be automated. That's where I wanted. They can be automated. The robot can be automated. How do you automate? Royalq solves a very big problem. And this big problem is what we call curating of coins. What is curating of the coin? If I want to buy a coin, I look at so many factors. And I have in my previous call talked about it. One, I will look at so many things. One, I will look at the coin market cap. The coin market cap. I will look at the coin market cap of the coin. I will look at their Telegram. I will look at their community in short. Telegram, X, Discord, all this. Then I will look at the roadmap of this cryptocurrency, the roadmap. Who are the founders of this cryptocurrency? What record do they have in the past? So I'll need to look at all this information. I'll need to look at all this information that has been before I buy a certain cryptocurrency. Now, what Royalq does for you and Binance or a certain exchange, they do curating of coins for you. They say, yes, the coins are so many, but these have a more potential. I'm not saying they don't have a risk. They have a more potential than others. They have a better community. They have a better roadmap. So you run away from buying what we call shit. What's the word? Is it like this? Shit coins. What are shit coins? Shit coins are coins that don't have a roadmap. They don't have a community, in short. So you get away from all this nonsense by Royalq curating coins for you. Now, for example, the coins that Royalq has listed on Binance. So in your Binance, you have USDT, you have BTC, you have Ethereum, you have USDC. Now, this is the base currency. We call it base. Why do we call it a base currency? We call it a base currency because for you to trade the coins, because we have a pair, for example, Wafi Hat Dog stroke USDT. This is the base currency. XRP stroke BTC. This is the base currency. XRP stroke Ethereum. This is the base currency. XRP stroke USDC. This is the base currency. For you to trade in this market, you must have USDT. For you to trade in this market, you must have BTC. For you to trade in this market, you must have Ethereum. For you to trade in this market, you must have USDT. And the big question is, why do we focus on this? Because these are stable coins, USDT and USDC. These are stable coins. What is a stable coin? A stable coin is a coin that mimics a stable fiat currency. It mimics a stable fiat currency. For example, the US dollar. So if you have one USDT, you have $1. If you have one USDC, you have $1. Why do we choose these markets? One, they are highly volatile. The markets here go up and go down, go up and go down, go up and go down very fast, so many times. That's why we choose these two markets. If you want to trade in the Bitcoin market, you want to accumulate Bitcoin. That's your goal. You want to accumulate BTC. But the reason why we trade in the USDT market and the USDC market is because we want to make profit. Because we want to make profit because these markets are highly volatile. They are highly volatile. By the way, yesterday I was making a statement somewhere, and I said that there are three important statements that someone needs to get used of. We have what we call market reversal. Markets will always reverse. When they go up, they will always reverse. Markets will always be volatile. Markets will still be going up and coming down and going up and coming down and going up and coming down. It will be a common mood. That's how markets are, because markets are what buyers and sellers are doing in the market. How they react when the sellers are many, the market goes down. When buyers are many, the market goes up. So this is a war, buyers versus sellers. Now someone may say, why is it that people do not want just to buy? The answer is simple. Let me explain. If you bought Bitcoin at $15,000 and it goes high, $70,000, would you want to buy more here or you want to sell? Let me get some answers in the chat. Would you want to buy more or you want to sell? Let me get some answers in the chat. Let's follow through so that I cannot stop, because when you don't answer, even me, I will stop. If you don't answer me, I'll stop and I go with my knowledge. Because you see in crypto, even if you don't tell anyone what you know, you still make money. And that's the beauty about here. Aha, you would like to sell. Now, do not get annoyed because someone who joined Bitcoin when it was at $15,000, they are in profit now. But for you, you are coming in here. For you, you want to buy when it is at 70, but someone wants to do what? To sell, because for them, they are in profit. The same thing, if Bitcoin goes to $80,000 and you bought here, so once someone sees it here at 80, for them, they want to buy, but for you, you are in profit and you want to sell. If you have understood this, give me a yes in the chat. So at any price the market is, there are people who want to buy and there are people who want to sell. Give me a yes in the chat if you have understood. Those that want to buy just want to get into the market. Those that want to sell want to take off their profit. So you should not get annoyed that why is it that for me, I want to buy, why is it that the market has gone against me? I entered here when Bitcoin was at $70,000. Now, why is it that the market is back at $60,000? Yet you told us that the market is on a bull run, or the market is on an uptrend. You who entered here, there is someone who entered when Bitcoin was at $20,000. They are now in profit. But for you have come in here, so they have taken off their profit. It means the sellers have been greater than the buyers. Give me a 2 in the chat if you have understood that. I don't want complaints. Why is the market going red? Why is the market going down? Why is it not going up? If you have understood the factor, give me a yes in the chat, or a 2 if I've forgotten. A 2 in the chat. A yes or a 2 in the chat. So I don't want people to complain about markets. Markets will always go up. Markets will always go down. Why? Because as you are trying to enter the market, there is someone who is already in profit and they want to take off profit. Now, Royalq, the reason why Royalq was built is here. It has, in Binance, it has over now 402 coins. Some are coins, some are tokens. I don't want to go into this. I told you a coin has its own blockchain where its data is sold. A token is built on top of another blockchain of another coin. That's the difference. So that is the difference. So there are over 402 coins. Now Royalq says you can automate your robot. What do I mean by automating? You decide to trade all the coins. All the coins. You can trade all the 402 coins in Royalq in your Binance by automating your robot. How? For example, you say the coins are 402 coins. I want to trade each coin, let me say with $500. So 402 coins times $500. How much will you have invested? How much will be your capital? Let me know in the chat. How much will be your capital? 402 coins times $500 per coin. How much will be your capital? Let me get some answers in the chat. How much will be your capital? Let me get some answers in the chat. Let me get some answers in the chat. Thank you. It is 200. This money. You see, it is not easy to read. Eh? Hey. 200,000. Is it like that? 200,000. 200,000. You know, it is not easy, but you convert it in your local currency. I'm not an Englishman. 201,000. Is it like that? You see, there are people who 200, 1,000. English. I thought I was the only one. 2 but 1,000. You see, this one has given me an answer. 2 but 1,000. 200 and 1,000. English. 200, 1,000. English. Okay, let us leave. As long as everybody has seen the money. Hey, as long as everybody has seen the money. Now, you leave me alone. As long as you have seen the money. Now, this is what happens. With this capital, you don't need to analyze anything. How do you automate your robot? You say, for example, I have $500. I want the robot for the first time to start with $5. So when it comes to what we call first buying amount, let me say you put in $5. So you get this 5, divide it by 500, you get the number of times the robot will buy whenever the market drops. So 5 divided by 500, we get how much? 5 divided by 500, we get how much? Some answers in the chat. 5 divided by 500. $5, we get 100. So it means that our robot will buy 100 times. So it will go in the market, put $5 100 times. So now we say, how do we want the robot to buy these 100 times? So this 100 times is what we call margin call limit. This is what we call margin call limit. The number of times we want our robot to buy 100, and whenever it will be buying, it will be putting in $5. Now the second question will be, when should the robot put in the $5? And that's what we call margin configuration. We want to configure how these 100 times will be bought. And it has two sides on your robot. It has what we call margin call drop. Margin call drop. How will the market drop? And here we have multiple times. How will the times be? Now you say that for me, whenever the market will drop 0.5, let it buy one time. Are we following? Whenever your robot drops 0.5, it buys one time. Whenever your robot drops 0.5, it buys one time. It means the robot will be buying 100 times, putting in $5 whenever the market drops 0.5. So when I go to a calculator and I say 0.5 times 100 times robot will buy, I get how much? Some answers in the chat. I get how much? I get how much? Please make sure you are following. Because don't confuse. I will get 50. This means this will be my drop size. Do you understand? This will be my drop size. So when the market will drop 50% from where I have entered, the robot will have bought 100 times. Now, if I pick all the coins in Royalq that are 402, and I set them that if each coin drops 50%, my robot will have bought this coin 100 times. I have a question. Will I miss out profit every day? I have a question. Will I miss out profit every day? So I'll be making profit every day, whether the market is good or whether the market is bad. I'll be making money per day. Do I need to read the news? No. Do I need to know how the market is moving? No. And that is the ultimate goal. that we want everybody to focus. How many of us are here and you love financial freedom? How many of us are here and you love financial freedom? And you love making money without sweating? This should be your ultimate goal. Everybody here should have an ultimate goal of automating their robot. Because every day, let me give you statistics. On the 402 coins, if each coin gives you only $5 a day, how much will you make in a day? It gives you only $5 a day. How much per day? Some answers in the chat. If each coin gives you $5 a day, how much will you get? How much will you get? Thank you, Adams. $210. $2,010. English. English. Is this good money per day? Is this good money per day? Let me know, because I just need to be frank with you. Is this good money per day? You don't need technical analysis. You don't need to read the market. You don't need to do anything. You just need to rest there and make money. Is this good money per day? Now, that's what people do not understand. That me, when I understood, now imagine, friends, imagine, look here, have a bigger picture. You are trading in Binance, you make 210. You are trading in HTX, let me say you make $1,000. Also trading in Bybit, you make, let me say 500. You are trading in Kraken, you make 1,000. End of the day, you are trading in all the 8 exchanges. And at least in each exchange, you are making $1,000. Do you see how easy it is for you to comfortably sleep with $10,000 per day? You don't need to sleep on the market. You don't need to understand anything. You just stay on the beach and make money every single day. But I want us to understand, friends, I want us to understand, how many of you agree with me that most of us don't have the capital to do this? How many of you agree with me that most of us don't have the capital to do this? How many of you agree with me that most of us don't have the capital to do this? Agree with me. You don't have the capital to do this. Is the problem with the robot, or the problem is with us? Is the problem with the robot, or the problem is with us? The problem is with us, is with me, that I don't have the capital to automate the robot. Now, I want people to stop focusing on the robot is not giving me money. The robot is not giving me money. The robot is not giving me money. I have spent 2 days. I'm not making profit. Is the robot with the problem, or the robot is with us who don't have the capital? I'm tired. I'm tired of this robot. It's not giving me money. I'm tired of this robot. It is not paying me money. The robot is not the problem. The problem is with you, who does not have the capital. You are the problem because you don't have the capital. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do since we don't have the capital? This takes me to the second way of using this robot. This takes me to the second way of using this robot. And this is what we call semi-automatic. This automatic. And in the semi-automatic, we are saying that we are going to strictly use one shot. Yes. People sent off the syndicate. We are going to use one shot, not cycle. People usually ask me why not cycle? Because look here, let us understand how one shot works. The robot buys, the market rises, it sells, and it stops trading that coin. But on cycle, the robot buys, it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys, it sells. It buys, it sells, it buys. Now, when it buys here, the coin starts now buy, it keeps buy. But the coin is dropping down. Have you understood the default? Because if you want to trade cycle, you need to monitor the coin to see. Then you say, when it reaches here, I'll put it on one shot. If you have understood why we trade on cycle, not on one shot, give me one. If you have understood why we trade on one shot, not on a cycle, give me one in the chat. Because the robot can buy all your capital and it finishes it. If you have understood why we use our robot on one shot, not a cycle, give me one in the chat. We do not want our robot. Yes, it will. You see, people are happy. It is buying. It is buying. It is selling. It is buying, selling, buying, selling. I'm making money. But when it buys here and then changes, then it will buy. Yes, in between here, it might sell a little bit. But it is buying. And you will stay in the coin a very long period of what? Have we understood? Now, we are looking at semi-automatic. One shot. Two. Number two, coin selection. Number two is coin selection. Since you cannot automate this robot, you are responsible for selecting a right coin to trade. Because if you just go open your app and pick any coin in trouble, can someone type the word trouble in the chat? You are in trouble. You are in trouble, real problem. So you are responsible for selecting a right coin to trade. And that's very important. And after selecting a right coin to trade, number three, give the coin the right settings. Now, I want to handle these major topics very well. These two major topics, right settings and right coin, are too important for you to make money continuously, even when you have little capital. Now, listen to me. Let us start with right settings. I think on Friday, because of time, is when I will the right coin. Today, let me stay with only setting. On Friday, because in the night it will be Coach Mopiwa. So as a team, we have put up strategies. One, there is a strategy they call bull run. This strategy. There is a strategy we call buy by poverty. And there is a strategy we call start small, win big. Start small, win big. There are three. Now, these three strategies, this one, and this one, they are highly risky. Why? They expose a lot of money. Both of them. For example, let me use the bull run. The bull run strategy says, I'm going to focus on one. It says, get your capital, divide it. You know you cannot divide $100. You see someone says like $100. You cannot divide $100. The minimum is $100 per coin. That's the minimum. So if you have $100, you will trade one coin. When it sells, you trade another one. When you have $200, you will trade one coin. When it sells, you enter another one. You have $100 that is not used. When the market changes, you have a backup plan. If you have $100, you will trade a maximum of 2 coins and remain with 100 unused. It goes on like that. I have $500. Divide your 500 into 3. Trade 2 coins maximum. When one sells, enter another one. Leave the balance unused. What is this? It is called risk management. Now, the buy by poverty strategy, for it is different. It is talking about your first buying amount to be 15% of your capital. Now, in all these strategies, for them, the AI margin call must be on. Let me focus on one. If you are here, you want consistent profit, no matter how little it is, your strategy should be, you are still belonging here, start small, win big. Whether your capital is $100 to $1,000, still 100 to 1,000. You trade one coin at a what? You trade one coin at a what? At a time. With this strategy, start small, you will be making little profits. But you're making these little profits repeatedly. Whether they send you a current price signal or a preset You know, I lost a very important person, but as a leader, I don't need to give excuse. So I already started by warning that I will be, when I receive a call, I go off, then I come back. Eh? You don't get annoyed. He's awful. He's awful. He's killing our time. Ah, I wouldn't come. I'm using a lot of strength to be here. He's awful. He's killing our time. Ah, I'm supposed not to come because I am hurt. But then life has to go on. Life has to go on. Now, you have your $100. The minimum first buying amount, I'm now going to go to the robot after here. The minimum first buying amount in your Royalq is $5. You can go with the 5, 10, 15, 80, 70, 60, 100, 1,000. It's up to you. But what is first buying amount? The word first buying amount means that I have $100, but I want my robot to start with the $5. That when the market goes against me, the remaining $95 should back up my trades. Give me one in the chat if you have understood. I have $1,000, but I want my first buying amount to be $5. That my $995 will help me when the market goes against me. I have my $500. I want my robot to start with the $5. That my $455 will help me when the market goes against me. We just need to understand. Now, I know, and I have a question. Someone who has $100 and someone who's $1,000. This is A and this is B. Of the two, if the market goes against them, how many of the two will buy multiple times? How many of the two will buy multiple times? How many of the two will buy multiple times? Let me know in the chat. A or B? It also means that if this one buys multiple times, he will also get multiple sales. Now, of A and B, who will make more profit? Since he has got multiple buys, we'll also have multiple sales. Of A and B, who will make more profit? Thank you. B. B will make more profit because he will have multiple buys and will have multiple sales. But I want to give you one thing. At the same time, B will make more profit. But then we have two types of traders. We have A and B. They all have $1,000. A decides to use the buy poverty strategy because A wants to make 50, 60, $100 because this strategy gives that. But B decides to use the start small, win big. And every day he makes 20, 25, 12, 10, 11, sometimes 80, but he's making profit per day. But this one, when he gets stuck, he stays in a coin for some good time, but this one makes profit per day. I want you to choose which type of trader you are. You can choose to be trader A or choose to be trader right. Sorry. Hey, I'm back. Are we there? Are we there? Network. Are we there? Are we there? Are we there? Hmm? Sorry, guys. I don't know. But there is something I've discovered. But I will not share it. Eh? I will share it. I will not share it. We move. We move. Choose. Either you have your $100, you divide with, you have a choice. The first buying amount can be 5, the first buying amount can be 6, can be 8, can be 10, can be 15. So you choose which first buying amount you want, and you divide your capital, and you trade one coin on one short. It's a signal, you take a 3%, but you trade one short, one coin, and you choose your first buying amount. The challenges, it has, let us look at the challenges, the advantages and the disadvantages. Now, advantage is, if this coin, your first buying amount is 5, it buys the first time, the second time, the third time, and the fourth time. It buys. It has been putting in $1, sorry, 5, which is a total of 5, 10, which is 25 plus this. Make sure you put your coin in sub-bin mode real-time settlement. That is your goal. So from the fifth call, it will buy with $5. And the market rises, let me say by 1.3, it will sell and give you profit. It can buy and sell this 100 times. By the end of the day, you will have maybe got your $5, $6, $7, $8, $10. The challenge is, if you enter coin with your $5 and the market rises by 3%, it will give you a profit of $5. But you can choose any of these first buying amount. The more times your robot will buy, the more potential profit you will make. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have understood how to set your robot. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have understood how to set your robot. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have understood how to set your robot. It's up to you. You can choose your first buying amount to be any amount you want. But understand, the more the margin calls, the more the purchasing power. I have a question. The more the purchasing power, the more the sales and the more the profit. So if you have little capital, is it better to opt in with a bigger first buying amount, or it's better to opt in with a smaller first buying amount? Let me know in the chat. Because tonight, Coach Mopiwa will be here and he will teach you the buy by poverty strategy. So it is up to you. So if you want to make profits repeatedly, like I've taught today, it is up to you. I don't want people to complain about floating loss. Whether you'll be in floating loss, you'll be making profit. If you choose to put your first buying amount small. If you choose your first buying amount to be big, yes, you might stay in a floating loss for some time. Give me a 1 in the chat if you understand. You might stay with in a floating loss for some time, but you will be making profit. So choose. Choose. The signals are being given. If you don't know how to pick a coin by yourself, we have also made videos about that. But on Friday, I will emphasize on that point still. Now, time for questions because I'm done. Time for questions because I'm done. Time for questions because I'm done. Questions. Questions. Questions, 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 questions. Questions, questions. Questions, questions. We have some few minutes. Questions. Questions, questions. Please explain cycle mode again. I'm not going back to cycle. I told you cycle, the robot will keep buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. But when it buys at the brim and the market starts going down, it will just keep buying. Someone says you did not speculate. The disadvantage I explained. I told you the disadvantage is it can put in $5. It can put in $5. And then the market rises. So it gives you profit of $5. Okay? Any PDF of those strategies? I think the PDFs are in the Telegram group. What does the coin? When does the coin stop trading? Now the questions are now very many. Use your uplines to join the Telegram. Let me go a little bit slow. I'm new here. Can I have a video? I think all videos are available. All videos are available on the Crypto Ambassador YouTube channel. I saw a hand in a PDF on the Telegram. Could someone on Telegram reshare those photos? Someone says, when does a coin stop trading? Because I set a coin 2 days ago, some little profits, but it's still buying up to date. We don't control the market. Just put the coin in one shot. When the market will rise above your average price, it will give you your profit that you set. Can I switch my audio? Because I have a question. Okay. I'm coming to those that have questions for sharing your screen. You need to just raise up your hand. Mr. Coach, is it normal for a trade to be in one position for a longer period, like 1 week? It is possible if a coin is not a high volatile. Now, when you are also picking coins, there are coins that are highly volatile than others. For example, where we are right now in crypto, meme coins like 1000 Satsi, like a Pepe, like Bonko, like Wafi Hat Dogo, coins on the Solana blockchain, coins in real world assets are more volatile than others. I hope I've answered. Coach, it's now 1 month. I never received my profit. My coin is World coin. Just open more margin calls. It will keep buying and selling and giving you profit. Your money is in your coin. My question, can I mix buy poverty with start small? Yes, you can with any you want. All of the strategies are available. My hand is up. I'm going to pick hands. How do you set a strategy? I think in the evening, I will handle that. Please, with a start small, win big. The AI must be. My question, sorry, my leader, please, how do I get 5? We are used to dividing 500 in fully automated cycle. Thank you. You cannot automate a robot with $500. I hope that is clear. You cannot automate a robot with $500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. What I was talking about is that you need to trade so many coins. You need to trade so many coins to automate your robot. Please accept my condolences. Okay, thank you. I will do that. I want signs when fuel is depleted. You'll always receive a message. So what you want to know to do when you want to see when your fuel is down, connect your Royalq to your Telegram account. Connect your Royalq to your Telegram account. Just go to our YouTube channel, Crypto Ambassadors. That video is there. How to connect your Royalq to your Telegram account. You'll always be receiving messages when your fuel is depleted. Why my robot, when I put my first buying amount to be 5, instead it buys with 6? It does that because that particular coin you have picked in the exchange does not allow for the robot to buy with less than $6. That's what happens. Please, what about dollar cost averaging? DCA. Okay, dollar cost averaging, you can use it, it gets back to your capital. Because the strategy like the buy poverty strategy, it uses the 24816. The strategies are there. You can use the strategy. You know, if you want to buy more, whenever the coin drops, it gets back to your capital. Let me explain that. Let me explain that. Let me explain that. Let me explain that. How do I get 5? 5 is your first buying amount. It's what you want to make your first buying amount. It is what you want to make your first buying amount. You can make it 6, you can make it 10, you can make it 20. When you divide it by your capital, it gives you the number of margin calls you want to buy. Now let me explain. Just one question here. Then I come to hands up. Let me explain just one question, then I come to hands up. One question, then I come to hands up. You see, look here. Those of you asking me, you want to use dollar cost averaging. Look here. You have $500. And you want to use, let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Do you have the capital to keep on buying these calls whenever the market is dropping and you buy so many? If you want to use the 2, 4, 8, 16, do you have the capital to keep buying and buy so many? But all the strategies we have, they cater for this. You choose where you belong. Give me a yes in the chat if you have understood. Choose where you belong. I hope I've tried to explain that. Choose where you belong. Give me a yes in the chat if I'm clear. Choose where you belong. Give me a yes in the chat if I'm clear. Choose where you belong. If you want to use that, the strategy is there. If you want to use that, the strategy, you choose. Make your personal choice. Me, I've explained everything, but I'll not decide for you. You choose what you want. When I started 2 years ago, I did cycle mode and was welcome till 2022. So I have coins that are floating loss very deep. What do you suggest? To be patient or to open more margin calls, use extra capital to invest in new ones? Okay. You can bring capital and trade new coins because new coins will give you more money and wait for those to recover as the market is moving. I have, for example, $500. What if I decide to put $100 to be my first buying amount and use start small, win big? After I decide to get back, divide, it's up to you. It's up to you. It is up to you. Just understand, whenever you make your first buying amount big, your robot, whenever it is buying, it is not impacting the average price. I don't know if I make that clear. Look here, friends. Let me share this lastly. Look here. I just needed to explain something. I have $500. I know most of you chase profit. Your goal is profit. I have $500. What if I make my first buying amount $100? And then I come $400 divided by 5. If you are chasing profit, you will make profit. But let me tell you, on these other purchases, whenever your robot will be putting in $5, it will not be impacting pulling the average price closer to the current price. So instead of you going in for this, go in for the buy poverty strategy. If your goal is chasing profit, go in for the buy poverty strategy, which is 15% of your capital, which is $500 times 15% of your capital, which gives you a first buying amount and uses a multiples of either 2, 4, 8, 16 or 5, 5 to buy more whenever the coin keeps on dropping, and switch on your AI margin call, which Coach Mopiwa is going to explain in more details. Have I answered you? Now let me go to Hans. Have I answered you, sir? Why is my robot not buying margin calls? I don't know. If it has the AI margin call on, switch it off and it will buy. You know, sometimes some of you are just having feelings. If you feel like the 0.5, the robot is not buying, then switch on. Turn it to 0.2 if you want it to buy and it will buy faster. Some light on A and B hash signals. Their current price signals. Their current price. You just need, they are pumping coins. There are coins that are doing well in the market. That's the focus. There is nothing. A helps me to identify the person who's giving the signal. B helps me to identify the person who's giving signals and how they trade. It's just for accountability purposes. We would send signals without any name, but it helps me to follow up on how they are giving their signals, and we talk one-on-one to see how the buy poverty strategy, the AI must be on. They start small, the AI must be off. I'm going to share those strategies again in some PDF in the chat. Now, Hans. Yes, Mayanja.
Yes, good afternoon, coach, and thank you for the lesson. My question is, today they sent a signal that was IO, and I entered the signal. Yes, it delivered, but I got the profit. The capital never came back. And when I go, if I can share my screen, you could see that when I go into the coins that I'm trading, it is there with the capital, but
you got the profit and the capital never came back.
Yes, it is in the coin. It stayed in the coin. So I don't know how to bring it out.
Share your screen. You just don't understand sub sales. You share your screen. The coin has not yet sold.
It has
is
already
doing
sold
sub sales. Share your screen. I show you. Share your screen. You are worried for nothing. Share your screen.
Is it live now?
Yes, go to your app and share your problem.
This is Royalq. I got a message, and the message is like Binance Spot has this upper message. If you can read it.
Hey, Binance ORUSDT spot. You have an abnormal order. When making a sale in Royalq, the amount of crypto sold is more than that you have in your exchange. The transaction will not go through. The system will show that the quantity for the robot is 0. Please check the amount of crypto you have in the exchange account. Fuel fee will still be charged for abnormal orders. Please do not trade or use the coins on other platforms. Now, Mayanja, when you pick a coin called IO for the robot to
Yeah.
trade it for you. And you
Mhm.
transfer those coins. You go to your Binance account.
Okay, Binance is right here.
Mm.
Mm. Here I'm trading it. P, CTK, CHR, all I'm trading them. Really, I still floating. But
You
IO,
tap
this
on
is my first
overview.
time. Overview. Yes, this is how it looks,
Mm.
right?
You go to USD SM features.
This one.
Mm.
This is how it looks.
Now, I don't know which coin is this one that you are trading this side. Are you the one
This
who
side there is
transferred this money here?
yes, I left it. I just got it from my funding. I wanted to transfer some money, but I just instead of taking it to funding, it went to futures this side.
No, transfer. Tap on transfer.
Transfer. Um,
You see
USDC.
from 2. So now 2
Yes.
on top, put USDC. Tap on the arrows on the side.
Uh-huh.
Now maximum at the bottom.
Maximum. Yes.
Confirm, transfer.
Transfer.
Now go back to your spot.
Okay. Put it here.
Now let's go to your ONT, to IO coin in your Royalq.
Okay.
Look for the coin on strategy. No, go back. Don't okay. It's fine anywhere. But you go on strategy. May I want to see something.
Okay. Okay.
Tap on strategy
Strategy.
at the bottom.
Strategy here.
Baba, you can overtrade.
No, just they have been dropping in floating loss, and I get another capital. I trade another.
Yet instead of opening more margin calls and you make profit as they float so that they move out.
I still
I
have
don't see
this
IO here. I'm not
this
going to go
stick.
to that, my friend. Let us save time.
Okay, bro.
Just look for IO.
I from here. It has
Mm.
already sold. If you can let us go to where can I find the revenue? See here it is. You can see that it gave me $3. Yes, I had $4 as profit for today, but right
Back to
now
cap.
you can see I have $7. But I traded it with $156. The $3 as profit came out, but the 156 you can find it in the coin. It shows that the coin is still holding.
Just tap on the coin there. Let me see.
Here,
Mm.
let me go to
I'll go back and look for the coin manual.
Yes, how are you? I'm good, sir. How are you? Okay, just fine. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, yeah. Just keep your eye on the phone. Right, even if it's empty. Yes, right. Yes. Just because might be a guest will go or a kid will go, you don't pay attention. Right, and then something happens, right? Just a little nipple, but you can use your personal phone. I don't have any objection. But just always keep your eye on the phone and diary. Okay? Yes, no, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, but just had my boss right here.
Mm.
So IO,
Mm.
IO, that is it.
Create.
What is it? Create.
Mm. Create next below.
20 seconds.
Go back. Tap on the messages on your top right.
Right, right here.
Go to the next message. Go back and pick the other message, which is not the log.
Yes, sir.
No, I just want to show you.
Mhm.
Go back to the log. Don't move away. Keep
Here.
here. Keep here.
Yeah.
Why the abnormal operation happened?
Mhm.
Uh,
And the problem, I've never traded it in. I've never traded it. It was a new coin. I just added it today. When I saw the signal, I added it in the Royalq queue. It wasn't there. I checked. It wasn't there. Then I added it. Then I started trading it. Ah, the network there.
when your robot was,
Sorry.
you might have decreased on the quantity because when it came to sell, the quantity
Mm-hmm.
that was in the exchange, hmm,
Mm,
the
mm,
quantity that was in the exchange was more than the quantity that the robot had bought. You
so
understand?
I understand,
Let
but
me
that's what I'm
just
asking
go back.
myself.
Just go back on the coins you are trading. I show you something so that you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Then we transfer it back to USDT. Just go back on the coins you are trading in your Royalq. Pick any. Go back. Pick any. Pick any that you want.
Let me take this one.
You see here on quantity, it is 192.3.
Yes, yes.
This should be the same quantity in your exchange. Go to your exchange now. CTK.
Exchange, and
Tap
then
on
I have
wallet.
to, yeah,
No, tap on wallets, not markets. Tap on wallets, not markets. Tap on wallets, not markets.
wallet.
CTK. Where is it?
CTK is here. 192.1077.
Now, this number of coins should be the same coins in your Royalq. If you mistakenly add and they become more, or you reduce them mistakenly, the robot will give an abnormal operation.
So I owe the money is here. If you can see up here, it is I owe. The quantity of it is
It is not an
181.55.
argument. Me, what I'm telling you is, if the robot comes to sell and the quantity of the coins you bought are more than the coins it bought, whether you increased these accidentally or intentionally, it will be an abnormal operation. That's what I want you to understand. Let us just convert this back to your USDT. Tap on this coin.
On this coin,
On OI stroke USDT. Because you're already in profit.
OI, sure.
Stroke
This
USDT.
one,
Tap on
yes.
X on
Sorry, where?
tick here. I am aware the token tick.
Yes.
Tick, yes, calm down. Tick, calm down. I will be fully responsible. Tick, I will be fully
Oh,
responsible. I will be fully responsible. Confirm below.
mhm.
I don't have time to explain this. Good. Now remove my picture. Tap on this graph candle here. Tap on these candles here on top. Tap on these candles here on top.
This one.
Put this coin for me in the 4-hour time frame I see.
Thank you.
Now this coin has power to give you more money. But me, I don't have time to monitor it for you. So let us sell and get what you have got. Is it okay?
Sure. Thank you very much.
Is it okay?
Sure, yeah, very okay.
Tap on the sell icon.
Sell icon.
You see where there is limit, change limit to market price.
Change limit, market price.
Tick market. Move this die to the right. Move this die to the right. Tap on sell. Done business. Tap on wallet.
Wallet.
Go back, go back. Let's go back. Your money is back in USDT. You see it up there.
Wow. Thank you so much. I was so scared.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Have a nice day.
Thank
I may
you.
not have time to go into your details now.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else with a question before I come to the end of this call? I'm supposed, guys, to get out of these Zooms, and I'm receiving calls about the barrier where I needed to be now paying my
Wow.
attention. So I hope today is enough. Thank you so much. Coach Mopiwa will be here tonight. Allow me, guys, get off this Zoom and focus on the close rate relative. I need to pay some attention there. Thank you so much for today. I hope you were able to learn something. Videos are to our YouTube channel, but also most importantly, the strategies are going to be shared once again on the Telegram channel to help you follow through, because now you have an idea about what we are talking about. God bless you. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.
Wow.